You're doing everything right. You're posting, maybe running some ads, and people are coming to your website, but they're just not buying from you. So what gives? The problem probably isn't your marketing at all. It's your website. And more specifically, it's quietly leaking clients without you knowing every single day. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that's happening and what you can do about it. If you don't know me, my name is Nikki. I take business websites from mediocre to high conversion machines. That means for every dollar you put into marketing, you are going to get even more revenue back because your website is built with high conversion strategy. I've been doing this for business owners since 2020, boosting their conversion rates, lowering the amount of leads that leave their website before purchasing. And now I'm bringing my strategies to you. And just so you know, if you're still here, this is one of the most frustrating things that can happen for business owners. You're putting in the work, you're spending your time and money on your business, trying to bring in leads and clients, and it feels like your website just isn't pulling its weight. Most people assume that low sales means you're not getting enough traffic, when that's not necessarily the case. For a lot of business owners, what I've seen is that they're getting a good amount of traffic, but their website is not converting a high percentage of those people. See, a good website conversion rate is 3 to 5%, meaning for every 100 people that visit your website, 3 to 5 of them are going to purchase. But what I see a lot of times is about 1%. That means for every 100 people that visit your website, only one is buying from you, and more of them are actually going to your competitors. Paying for traffic without conversions is just an expense. Now, when I see websites like this, I say that their website is leaking clients and customers. Visitors are finding you through ads or SEO or something like that. They're coming to your website, but before they purchase from you or book a call or anything like that, something causes them to leave. And most likely, they're going to your competitors. Now, over the last few years, I have audited hundreds of business websites, and I keep seeing the same 3 mistakes over and over. These mistakes are so common, and they're often overlooked. People think they're not important, but they are the reason that your leads are leaving. And what I find is that oftentimes a lot of people will spend so much time either tweaking their websites themselves or hiring someone and telling them what to do, telling them to change the fonts, change the colors, change the messaging, but they're not using these high conversion strategies. So who's to say if these fixes are actually going to make a difference? So if you want to know what those 3 big mistakes are that I see all the time, here they are. The first one is unclear messaging above the fold, or super vague messaging. So above the fold means that it's the very first part of your website that visitors are going to see. This means every single person who goes to this page of your website is going to see this messaging, imagery, anything like that. And just like the hook on a social media post, if it doesn't hook the visitor in, it's not going to get them to stay, to scroll, and to purchase from you. The next one is that there's no obvious next step, or your CTAs are weak. So if you send someone to your website and there's a ton of different options on what they can do, or your buttons say something like contact us, book now, give us a call, or something like that, people aren't as enticed to do those things. And the last one I see all the time is missing trust signals. So if you are not proving to people that you are trustworthy and that you really do what you say you do, then they're not going to be convinced. And before you know it, they're going to leave your website and go to your competitors. So I'll give you one example. I worked with a business owner who was a home organizer. She had a decent website and it had all the information on there that people would want or need from her, but it just wasn't that clear. And she didn't have any testimonials on her website. At the point that she hired me, she had been in business for 10 years and said that a lot of her business was coming from referrals, which was great. But even those referrals would go to her website, get confused, and send her an email asking for clarification about things. So if those referrals are sending emails asking for clarification, it's good to note that the majority of people, especially strangers or cold leads, are not going to email you and ask you for clarification. What are they going to do? They're going to leave and go to your competitors. So I worked with her, came up with a plan of action, restructured her website, added these trust signals, added strong CTAs, had a great section above the fold, and within weeks, she was getting more clients. She was getting new clients that weren't referrals. She was no longer getting emails asking for clarification, and all that time it saved her was going back to her business. So the good news out of all of this is you probably don't need more traffic. You need to fix those leaks. That way, any money you spend on ads is going to go a bit further. Any effort and money you put into SEO is going to go even further. You're going to increase your income, get better clients, and it's just a win-win. And like I said, you probably don't need a whole new website. You just need to fix up the one you have. Now, I want to show you the one website fix that is going to make the biggest difference for you, and you can implement it today. If you want to start converting more leads and see me walk through that, go ahead and click on the video on your screen right now.